What's up everybody, welcome back to the LSU Photosoc creative distancing stream. You joined me out in the garden as I'm trying to get some fresh air outside of the house. But today we are going to be doing some frozen flower photography. This is very simple to do. All you need to do is go and find some flowers. I'm in the garden, so I'm going to have a look around here. But also if you are doing your one daily bit of exercise outside, then you can go and find some flowers whilst you're doing that, or you know, wherever in your local area, maybe a park or something, whatever you can find effectively. I'm going to start by picking some flowers. It doesn't matter really what it is. What I'm going to do though is pick by colour theme. So I've got a nice orange bush here, which I'm going to use as a base colour for one of my frozen pieces. And I'm going to mix in some brown and maybe a little bit of green into that. And then I'm also going to try another arrangement. And we've got this this dandelion here that might be useful, and also some blue and purple flowers. Now I'm going to try and do a smaller arrangement with these blue and purple flowers. With everything picked, then I'm going to head back inside and grab some glassware. Now the glassware that we want to use is going to be something relatively small, so it freezes quickly, but something that we can arrange our flowers into. And it doesn't really matter what kind of shape you use. I'm going to use a bowl, but you can also use a tray or something. And yeah, once we figure out our kind of rough arrangement of the flowers, we want to make sure that they're going to be held down some way. They will tend to float up to the top. So I'm using a second smaller bowl to hold everything down inside of the water. Once we've got that sorted, then we can put it into the freezer. Now, we've left ours overnight to make sure that they're nice and frozen, but your mileage may vary depending on your freezer or whatever else. So yeah. Check back regularly, see if it's frozen, and then we can be ready to take some photos. Now our treasurer David has also been doing this, and he went out into his garden, picked a whole load of flowers to prepare himself a arrangement as well that we'll also have photos of to edit. Now he's got loads and loads of variety in his garden, including some blues, some nice yellows, and he went around and picked a variety. Now David's also adding some star anise. You can add all kinds of stuff from your cupboard as well. If you want to add some extra little details, spices might make a very interesting addition. Now he's taking a normal cereal bowl and filling that with water. Now you can use any kinds of container really, so if it's safe to be frozen, then you can use it. Maybe find an interesting shape, something other than a bowl or a tray, and see what happens. David's also trying adding some salt into his water, which should make it a bit clearer. When we come to taking the photos, you want to take your frozen flowers out and very quickly get to taking photos, because obviously the ice is going to start melting. So before we take things out of the freezer, I'm going to find a few different surfaces that might be interesting to use as backgrounds. Now I've got a wooden countertop in my kitchen, so I'm going to clear off the space on that and use that. And I've also got a granite style desk in the conservatory which I'm going to use. So I'm going to clear that off as well and try there. And then you can use whatever camera you want. I'm going to be using my phone as well as a DSLR, but if you have only a phone, you can still get great photos. Just hold it above and try and take your snaps. If you have a manual mode, swap into that on your phone and you can take raw pictures, which will allow you to get some more detail when we edit them later. If you are on a DSLR, then you can use any mode you want. You can get great results in auto mode. It doesn't really matter if you use that or if you use something like manual mode. So, with our photos taken, let's hand back to live, and we're going to go through how we're going to edit them a little bit.